My lovely individuals, we're back with another episode of Last Defense Academy. It's the continuation of the last recording session. Everybody kissed and made up, and it's the morning. We have free time, so I'm gonna go, figure out something to do. Sound good? Good. Guess I'll go to the library again. Oh yeah, just continuing our adventure. We got Shoma to befriend us. Calculation, probability theory, and fate. In the world of pure physics, events dictated only by probability theory are determined. Even if you make the right decision, no matter how hard you work, even if the gods make a bad roll of the dice, everything will be for nothing. The world is not fair, most things are beyond the control of human will. However, that's no reason to throw it all away. If you remain undaunted by cruel fate and never give up, you will surely be blessed with the greatest rule of all one day. The dice-rolling gods only smile at those who fight against unreasonable rules. So don't let unreasonable fate win, huh? Those are the words I can take to heart. Fair enough. We increased our calculation by 5. Ding dong.
At ease, soldiers. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then.
Looks like another day's over. There's nothing to do here at night, so I better go to bed and rest up for tomorrow. And so our 45th day at Last Defense Academy ended without incident. Day 46. We're getting close to 50. Ding dong, bing bong. Right after the morning announcement ended, another sound echoed through my room, the doorbell.
Huh?
Who could need to talk to me this early? Oh, I better start the timer. Before I make a 3-hour-long episode. Okay. Could be many people at this point. Not really expecting anything. I opened the door and I was shocked to see who was there, though. Oh.
Good morning. Do you have a minute?
Morning. Sure. Come on in. I did my best to act like I would if I were welcoming any other friend in my room, but it wasn't convincing. I was still nervous around her, even more so now that we were alone. Now that we've cleared everything up between our two groups, I can tell you about this with clear conscience. It's time you knew about world death. Okay, why aren't you telling everybody this? According to the information Nigo shared with us, world death was the catalyst for the entire war. This is the thing that started it all? More than that, it was also the reason humanity is now confined to the Tokyo residential complex. World death has decimated the human population and forced the survivors to take shelter underground. You'll really tell me. That's great. It's been on my mind for a while now. We're going to tell everyone together. When you're ready, come meet us in the war room. The war room? Okay, I'll be right there.
And one more thing. You said you knew someone who looks just like me. Could you tell me a little about her sometime? If it's okay with you, I mean.
Oh, that's cool. Flashing me a gentle smile, Noizumi left the room. I never thought she'd be the one to make the first move. I'm glad she did, though. I was way too nervous to bring it up. Someone who looks just like her. I don't know if that's the way I put it, but no, first things first. I should head over to the war room and hear what they have to say.
All right, looks like everyone's here. Yes, indeed, all the dull-eyed simpletons with no refinement, no social standing, and no future all gathered together in one place. The future's an unwritten book. I could still make something of myself.
Anyway, let me cut right to the chase. We called you here to talk about world death. You said that it was what caused the war between us and the invaders. What is it exactly?
We'll tell you everything that Nico told us. It's a long story, but bear with us, okay? That's your cue, Koyoshika.
Huh? Why, it's me, but I haven't prepared anything.
You're in charge of explanations. It's what you're good at. Explanations and exhibition, blah, blah, blah.
I can't word. Exhibitionism. You're a double threat. I am not taking my clothes off. Don't worry, I'll take the lead here. Before I start, there's some terminology we need to get straight. Back in Tokyo Residential Complex, did you ever hear about something called Planet Earth? Planet Earth. I've heard of it, sure. I can't say I know very much about it, though. Same here, from when I read in library books back home. It's where humanity used to live, right?
They mention it in the old manga sometimes, too. It's supposed to be really huge, like hundreds of times bigger than the complex.
I think that's about all any of us know. They all skimped over the subject in school.
Humanity once lived all over planet Earth. The population was the billions.
And they didn't live under a giant ceiling either. They had an open sky just like the one here.
Billions? That many?
But then, a phenomenon that came to be known as world death changed everything. Earth was no longer able to support life like it once had, and the population began to decline rapidly. To combat this, giant underground shelters were constructed to house their survivors before humanity died out completely.
Underground shelters, you mean?
Yes, that's what the place where we grew up really is. The Tokyo residential complex is a colossal shelter hidden deep beneath the Earth's surface. A shelter, the whole thing. All this happened a long time ago, so even Nigo wasn't sure how accurate this information is anymore. But as far as we know, our community in the Tokyo residential complex is the last of humanity and has been for 100 years now. Oh, wow, we're really getting a history lesson today, huh? I never even knew there was time before the TRC. And world death is what forced everyone down there, or just what kind of phenomenon is it? Essentially, the planet began killing itself.
It did what?
According to Nigo, the Earth has a life of its own, and while it's not like ours, it has its own will, too. When the planet decided to end its life, numerous natural disasters started occurring around the world. That was world death. The planet tried to kill itself. A planet tried to kill itself? It can do that.
But what drove the Earth to do that to itself?
Remember we said the human population was in the billions? Well, they all needed somewhere to live. They developed and cultivated the world around them as they saw fit, not really giving a crap about the long-term consequences. Pretty soon they were draining the planet's resources faster than it could replenish them. Are they seriously? They're trying to make this environmental thing.
Not to mention the many wars humanity fought against each other. Some of them were so bad they left Earth permanently scarred. I couldn't put up with that kind of abuse forever. Something had to give. I'm not surprised. Leeching off someone else without ever giving anything back and abusing them on top of that sounds like a scumbag brother.
They didn't realize the planet had a mind of its own, but they should have known better. Humanity continued to propagate, willfully ignorant of the damage they were doing. Of course, the Earth wasn't completely powerless. It showed its resistance with earthquakes, tsunamis, wildflowers, volcanic eruptions, stuff like that. But no one recognized those disasters for what they were. They were ignoring the warning signs and just kept keeping on.
Right, just like how he ignored all the eviction notices and restraining orders and doubled down on the violence. You're making it really hard for us to ignore you.
Finally, Earth reached its breaking point and
shut himself in the room to wallow in self-loathing and play gory anime games all day. Can you tell us your twisted family history later? Just shut up for a minute.
As I was saying, Earth turned into its last resort to kill itself and make mankind out with it. And take mankind out with it. You've got to admit, world death is a pretty fitting name. So, the planet is dying. The planet choosing to kill itself was humanity's fault.
Not a pleasant thought, is it? The Earth must have really hated us by then.
It's hard to imagine the kind of overwhelming despair that would make something do that.
Once world death began, there was no stopping it. The environment became barren, hostile. Millions, no billions of lives were lost. The only reason humanity didn't go extinct was because a handful of communities were able to escape into the shelters. Like the Tokyo residential complex. Have you ever wondered where the name comes from? Most of the people in the complex were descendants from residents of Tokyo, a metropole that is stood on the surface of hundreds of years ago. Of course, it's been long, so no one remembers what kind of place it was or why it was called that. Whole generations have lived their lives without any awareness of the world outside the complex. Us included, naturally. By the time we were born, humanity had already been living underground for centuries. Until we were brought here, the complex, the shelter, was our entire world. We ain't in the complex anymore, so you're saying this is what the surface looks like now?
Yes. This is what Earth became, after it was ravaged by world death. This is the land where our ancestors lived. You can see now why they had to go underground.
For real? If it's that bad, shouldn't we be here? Should we even be here? Should we get back to the complex? And
the complex isn't necessarily any safer. Not anymore. What do you mean? The TRC days are numbered. The whole place is gonna collapse soon. What? Why? How? World death is still going on, and it won't end until all life on Earth is extinguished. It's only a matter of time until our little pocket of humanity runs out of resources and finally gives up the ghost. No way.
There's just one thing that can save humanity from the effects of world death, and it's to give everyone a brighter future. And that's whatever is in the defense room of this academy, or so Nigo said.
It can save us from world death? But what is it? What is this school here to protect?
Perchance it's a set of mystical artifacts that grant a single wish when brought together.
Or maybe it's just one, and we'll have to set our journey across the universe to collect the others, a grand tour, if you will.
What do you think? You could just ask the Eternal Dragon to bring everyone back? Get with the program, Grandma. This is about permadeath these days. Once you're gone, you're gone.
Nay, morbid stories where everyone dies are even more out of date. In trying times, people need something more uplifting. Can you two have this discussion somewhere else? Unfortunately, Nigo didn't have the clearance to actually tell us what is in the defense room. Said it had to remain secret so the enemy couldn't get wind of it.
But there's one thing he was very clear on. Whatever this thing is, it's humanity's last hope. That sounds ominous.
And we're fairly certain it's something going to happen on our 100th day here. Something going to activate or awaken or something. At any rate, that's what will deliver humanity from world death. We'll be able to live and thrive on the surface again. All we have to do is make it to day 100. Noizumi said it's our last hope, but last chance might be more appropriate. If we mess it up, mankind is done for. Our last chance. And the invaders are trying to stop this world-saving event from happening. Yeah, the invaders are another thing we're trying to get that many details on. But judging by what we have been told, we've come up to a conclusion of our own. The invaders are world death itself. Sorry, I didn't mean to kick you, Momo. Like something summoned by a curse? The Earth must be given birth to them and to further advance the world death and the eradication of all life on the planet. You've seen the way they fight. It's not such a stretch, is it? And it would explain why they're so fixated on destroying the school. So they're not actually an invading force so much as a manifestations of the planet's will.
Then the Earth itself is the final boss here. How are we going to deal with that?
Things have gotten really heavy up.
Sorry, start getting nervous again.
Now do you see why it's so important that we protect whatever's in the defense room from the invaders? We haven't been exaggerating. Humanity's future really does depend on us. The hopes and dreams of all mankind rest on our shoulders. We can't let them down. If we lose here, it's all over. So that's how it is. There you have it, a comprehensive summary of the situation. This is why we must survive for nothing less than total victory.
Why are you looking so pleased with yourself? You didn't contribute to that comprehensive summary at all, you glory-hogging chowderhead.
Forgive me, that was never my intent.
If you want forgiveness, strip down and bear your contribution for all to see. But leave those ridiculous sneakers on, you'll look even more exposed that way.
Go get a room. Why this sudden fixation on me getting naked, Lady Karara? If everything you told us is true, then yes, we do. I like how they just ignore. And then yes, we do understand now. We finally know what this war is all about and how important it is. Better late than never, I guess. It explains the difference in the two groups' attitudes as well. It's no wonder Noizumi and the others have such a strong sense of duty. Us, on the other hand, Sirai was killed before we could hear about any of this. We've just been fighting for our own reasons, in our own disorganized way. Damn, I wish we'd known this sooner. I'm more fired up than ever now. Fighting to save people, that's one thing, but fighting to save all of humanity, that's a whole nother level.
If we pull this off, we'll be heroes. We'll probably get a reward and everything. I mean, if we save all mankind from destruction, it's one gonna begrudge us a whole couple million yen here or there, right? I knew whatever was going on here was serious, but I never thought it'd be this bad. I might be better off not knowing. I still think the people in charge are crazy for sending a unremarkable nematode like me, but since I'm here, I guess I should give it my all.
Don't worry, as long as we work together, we can overcome anything, even world death. Everyone's sounding a lot more motivated now. We're still missing a lot of details, but it's enough for us to start presenting a little more unified front. This doesn't feel like some random war we're forced into anymore. It's so much more than that. Okay, so some of us are taking it better than others. It is a lot to take in, after all. Sorry I have to be the fly in your ointment, but I still have some reservations. Now more than ever, I have to wonder, if the mission is so important, why entrust it to a bunch of random teenagers?
I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Nico didn't seem to know anything about the selection process.
Maybe there's a clue in the dreams Shoma's been having. The ones about us being experimented on, the place Kamakura General Hospital, was it?
Ah.
Interesting idea. Interesting idea. Too bad it's not really enough to go on.
I'm sorry, my peanut kernel of a brain can only handle so much.
What you thinking, Macaco? Does it all make sense? You want to fight like the rest of us?
Us? Fight.
Yeah, humanity's future's on the line, you know.
Mr. Yakashuji, I think you need to get your hearing checked. I've already made my position quite clear.
I don't care about humanity. I don't care what happens to the complex or the planet for that matter. I have no real reason to get involved, so we'll just leave the fighting to you. Isn't that right, sister dearest?
But if it's to defend all of mankind, then...
See, my sister dearest agrees. Let the girl talk for herself, man. If that's all, we'll be leaving now. I haven't had breakfast yet, and I'm positively famished. Good luck with the whole saving the world thing, everyone. Butthole. Nonchalant as ever, Ima turned and left, dragging Kako along behind him. Okay, something's seriously wrong with the Wonder Twins over there. How can they remain so detached from everything? They're like two self-obsessed peas in a pod. Still cute, though. Do young people today have no notion of social responsibility, but fear not, the holy Jumanji sword and I will beat some sense into them. Leave them, Koyoshika. Trying to force them will only push them away further. That's just the way they are. There's not a lot we can do about it. You okay, Ito? I'll be fine. It's long discussion has started to take its toll on me, that's all.
Oh, we've been talking for a while now. Maybe we should end up the meeting here and give everyone some time to process this information.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Harumi's broken. She'll probably short circuit if she has to listen anymore. Everyone else seemed to agree with the sentiment, so we decided to go back to our rooms for the time being. What a way to start the day. I have a feeling this will do wonders for our morale, though. Protecting this school means putting a stop to world death. It means bringing hope back to the dying world. We may not know why we were chosen for this mission, but that doesn't change what we need to do. I'll keep fighting for the good of humanity, for everyone back in the complex, and for Kurura. Kurura. Now that that's settled, what should I do for the rest of the day? I don't really feel like sitting around doing nothing right now. Okay. Well, we got some goodies for upgrading the, or not upgrading, but beating the battle. Beating the battle, so I guess I'll, you know, upgrade some stuff. Okay, everybody's upgraded a little bit. I mean, we can try a battle, because we need points. Aww. Chiruko.
Ready when you are.
Wait, got an S. Okay, let's try another VR training battle. Okay, let's see how we did. Another S. Apparently, I'm good at this game. Ding dong, the bing bong.
Hetty, so you never know when the invaders might. Well then.
The day's already over, and just like the announcement says, we got no idea when the next attack might be. But when it does come, I'll be ready. I'll be fight with all my might to protect this school. Guess I'll call it a night. Getting enough rest is part of being prepared too. I lay in bed, closed my eyes, within a few minutes found myself drifting into a deep sleep. Aw, dream time?
Hey, Karawa?
Yeah? What is it?
Could you help me out with this question? You know I suck at math.
If I just give you the answer, you'll never learn.
Oh, no fair.
It's your own fault for leaving all your homework until the last day of summer.
What are you even doing here then? Can't you go read at home?
Your mom asked me to keep an eye on you and make sure you weren't goofing off.
So, I'm basically a prisoner in my own room.
Yup. Now, do a good job and earn that parole.
What's that book you're reading anyway? Looks old.
It's about the world outside the complex.
That again?
Well, it's interesting. Don't you ever wonder what it's like out there? What it was like in the olden days? Reading these old books, I feel like I can imagine it. It gives me a connection to those people who lived under the open sky all those hundreds of years ago. At least, when I can find them, it does. Most libraries don't even stock them anymore. I must have read this book 1,000,000 times already.
Most people aren't interested in that stuff. The outside world's a scary place.
No, I think there's more to it than that. The people in charge are probably covering it up. They don't want us to learn too much about the outside world in case it makes us want to leave.
You're a conspiracy theorist now? Give it a rest.
Seriously, though, I'd love to see it for myself someday, even if just for a little while. I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
Moon? What's that?
A big chunk of rock that floats around the Earth. It's close enough that it looks like it's right above your head. And it's got a pale glow that lights up the night.
Right above your head? What if it falls on us?
Nah, that'll never happen. Besides, don't you have other things to worry about? If you don't finish on time, your mom will take away your video games, you know?
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Why does math have to be so hard?
Day 47. That was cute. Ding dong, bing bong. It's nice seeing how they were.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 47th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day. Be ready to give your life.
How ironic. I never felt any kind of interest in the outside world, but I'm the one who ended up here. I wonder how many people in the complex have ever thought about leaving. Would they ever even want to live on the surface again? I can't speak for everyone else, but Karwa would love it, that's for sure. If we can't make it through these 100 days, I can make that happen, right? What would life be for what would life be for us like then? Why am I having a stroke? What would life be like for us then? I can't even imagine it. No use worrying about it now. I have to actually make it through this war first. As for today, I'll start going to the cafeteria. I'm pretty hungry. To the cafeteria. Hey, my boy's outside. Talk. Hey, yeah, Takumi. I was thinking since we're friends now and all, how'd you like to throw away your humanity and get in on my experience? It'll only hurt for a second.
Hey!
I told you, I'm perfectly happy the way I am. Hey, he's weird. Cafeteria was more full than I'd seen in a while. Main campus and second campus, fighters and non-fighters, they were all there. Sure is busy today. It's kind of nice to see everyone together like this, though. It's almost like we're a real class. No offense, but I have to go to school with these weirdos. I'd never make it to graduation. Don't worry, Gaku. You're less of a classmate and more like a slave who happened to come through the wrong door. What kind of school would keep slaves on its grounds? I think we made a great class. All these strong personalities, it would be more interesting. Wouldn't you say so, Takumi? Yeah, maybe. Just when I feel like I'm starting to get used to Noizumi, I dream about Karwa, and now I'm uncomfortable all over again. We learned a lot about world death yesterday, but I'm still no closer to figuring out the connection between those two. Hey, I thought you guys had morning training around this time. You taking a break today? Yes, we can always train a little later, and it's worth it to get to talk to everyone. I, for one, welcome the change. Just spending a little time as a group in the mornings is sure to bring us all closer together. That stinks. What? Oh no, not whatever vapid inspirational statement you're about to make, Mr. Atsuki. I mean, there's an actual weird smell in the air. It's like rotting fruit or armpit sweat.
Hey, that's my curry you're talking about. You're going to ruin everyone's first impression of it. What? You made more curry? Well, you looked so pathetic when you said how much you wanted to eat it again. I couldn't help myself. Ah? Wait here, I'll go get it. Kuro skipped away and returned with a plate of curry, which she sat down in front of Gaku. Prepare your taste buds for the ride of life, because Sodi is a Zuki family recipe. I expect you to eat it all. Even the plate. I'm not eating the plate. Besides, curry is kind of heavy for breakfast. Oh, you unrefined little mole rat. Is this what it's like to live totally unaware of the world around you? I have adjusted the flavor to make it suitable for a morning meal. Now hold on to your ass, because this is going to send you into orbit. Come on, I bet it's not that great. Despite his protest, Gaku scooped up a spoonful of curry and brought it self-consciously to his mouth.
This is amazing!
You broke Gaku.
Oh.
The taste seems mild at first, but when you realize it doesn't need to flaunt its spiciness, it just lets itself spread through your mouth subtly, demurely. But then the aftertaste hits you, and it's like fireworks display of flavor, sweet and savory, bursting up one after another, perfectly balanced, so neither overpowers the other. The more you eat, the stronger the spiciness gets, until your tongue is tingling with delight. The contrast it creates with simple wholesomeness of the rice is sublime. We don't even get me started on the texture. The sauce is so creamy, the meat is so tender, I can't stop eating. My body's desperate for more. Slow down, I can't keep up with all this information. This dish is the ultimate evolution of culinary achievement. Bow down before its superior pedigree. Yeah, yes, ma'am.
It's really all that? Hey, man, let me try some. Just one bite.
Me too. How much of the curry do you guys think is a lethal dose? Back off, this is mine. Thieves, all of you. You won't take my precious from me. No one can resist the allure of a Zuki's curry. Very well, you may all partake of my family's gift to the curry lovers of the world. From an orderly line there. Is this going to be like every morning from now on? Let them have their fun. A little camaraderie will help improve their teamwork. Yeah, I guess you're right. Do you mind if I ask you something? What is it? When you were a kid, do you want to see the world outside the complex? Did you ever think about that kind of thing? Yes, actually, I thought about it quite a lot. I thought it would be great to see it with my own eyes, even if it was only for a little while. Granted, now that I'm here, it's not exactly what I was expecting. The lively mood lasted all through breakfast. Eventually, the group dispersed, and I head back to my room. Anytime I talk to Noizumi, it just raises more questions about her and Kara. Sometimes it feels like their personalities are completely different, but then Noizumi will come out with something I've heard Kara say before, practically word for word. Are they really parallel versions of each other? I seriously can't think of anything else that would explain it. No use racking my brain about this. I have to try to talk to her more later. In the meantime, what should I do today? Okay. Let's, I guess, try to upgrade my stuff some more. Okay, let's try battle level 5. Why not?
Prepped and bang, bang, bang!
Right on this. That was a bit tougher. Yes. Okay. Fair enough. I guess I don't know. Go to the library and read. Because why not? Okay, calculation is up by 10. So, yeah. We're probably going to end this episode here. It was a lot of battling, but my thing did go off while we were training.
Eddie, soldier.
Yeah, Addie's. We know. Good night, sweet egg boy.
Huh?
We made it through another day. Our last battle will still pretty recent, so there probably won't be another for a while, but this is the invaders we're talking about. They don't do predictable. I'd better rest up for whatever tomorrow brings. I fell asleep surprisingly easy that night compared to when I first got here. The absurdity of the situation and the overhanging threat of my many enemies of enemy attacks didn't bother me nearly as much as it used to. Maybe I was getting used to the place, but was that a good thing? But yeah, we saved. We're starting day 48 the next episode. Yes, ding dong. I want to save. Double save. Make sure save. Yeah. So, please like, comment, and subscribe, because as you know, it always helps out. And we'll see you all next time.
Bye!